Greetings! Today we present an exceptional opportunity for you to consider. We cordially invite you to embark on a profound journey, a transition toward spiritual enlightenment that could reshape your understanding of the world. In this video, you will hear a passage titled Maximizing Life's Pleasures from the book The Journey Begins Within by SAVI. Together, these teachings emphasize the importance of understanding life's purpose, embracing all experiences, surrendering to the divine, living in the now, achieving integrity, focusing on inner being, and practicing unconditional love for a fulfilling and spiritually enriched life. In this video, you will learn 1. Purpose of life. Life's experiences are designed to teach us the lessons we signed up for, guiding us toward greater self-realization and understanding of who we truly are. 2. Embrace experiences. Accepting and embracing all experiences, including pain and suffering, allows us to learn and grow, advancing to higher levels of spiritual awareness. 3. Power of surrender. True co-creation and fulfillment come from surrendering and letting go, trusting that the divine knows our desires and has our best interests at heart. 4. Living in the now. Living in the present moment and appreciating life as it is helps us align with our higher purpose and recognize the divine timing in our journey. 5. Integrity and authenticity. Achieving integrity at all levels, keeping our word, aligning actions with feelings, and behaving consistently with our true self is essential for spiritual growth. 6. Inner being over material pursuits. Focusing on inner development rather than material achievements leads to lasting fulfillment and alignment with our true purpose. 7. Unconditional love. Mastering the art of unconditional love and letting go of ego-driven desires unlocks the true power within us and reveals the essence of the divine. I hope you enjoy it. See the video description for additional details.
Maximizing life's pleasures. The art of unconscious appreciation. What if I were to reveal the secret of all secrets about the purpose of life? But most importantly, what if I told you that the whole of creation is yielding at every second of your existence to provide you with the experiences you signed up to receive since the beginning of time? What if there was a secret code or pact you made with your Heavenly Father for this and every prior one of your lifetimes, through which you would ascend into a greater realization of who you indeed are? What if everything around you in this lifetime was ideally provided for you, not how you wanted it to happen, but how you needed it instead? What if instead of complaining about the experiences, you embraced them wholeheartedly, fulfilling your life's journey and finding your purpose? What if pain and suffering were only road signs from your soul, directing you to focus on what you are not seeing or focusing on? Once you surrender to the journey, instead of constantly fighting it, you graduate to a higher level, ready for the next challenge. Each level brings a divine act of grace as a welcome gift, and a way for the Spirit to tell you, "Good job, my son or daughter of the light." Within the duality of this world or realm, darkness must exist to provide the contrast required for gaining insights and awareness of our growth. Each lesson, customized to perfection by reality in ways we often fail to identify, generally contains several aspects that push us from the physical planes of existence to the psychological and later spiritual ones. As we overcome each level, like in a virtual computer game, we attain superpowers to easily see the lessons that we later apply and share with other fellow gamers. This sharing helps them achieve the video game level much quicker, because playing with your best friends is always more fun than being alone. You want them by your side on the next level. Returning to actualizing our desires, there is a secret not revealed to many. Most of you may have heard about the power of visualization, living in the now, and even feeling and acting as if your wishes have already been fulfilled. However, what many New Age gurus out there often forget to mention, simply because they may not have experienced it themselves, is that the true superpower that unlocks your co-creation abilities is surrendering and letting go. Why do you think your Heavenly Father not only knows your every desire before you even ask for it, but also has your best interests at heart? When we forget these critically elevated states of awareness and descend into a mundane 3D existence within the dreamed state called life, we lose the perspective of the enlightened ones. You understand what I mean if you have already managed to break free from your slumber. If you have not yet experienced higher states of consciousness, do not worry, you inevitably will, either in this lifetime or during your subsequent ones, as it is within your divine destiny to ascend through each stage until you merge back with the Source. When we fall back into living an everyday 3D life, the most crucial aspect to remember is that everything is happening for us, not to us. This understanding contains the key to allowing the lesson to show us what our spirit or soul has signed up to achieve or learn in this lifetime. The quicker we embrace the pain of the situation, the faster we can see the lesson's objectives across all three planes of existence: the physical, the psychological, and the spiritual. We are in a never-ending hide-and-seek game between us and the higher realms. Unfortunately, many, if not the majority, are too absorbed in the survival race to gain enough awareness to see these patterns within life. Once, when someone outside of the script of our movie stands there with their spiritual eye open and sees the lesson we are going through, they can point to us as the hidden master in plain sight and release us from the level we may be stuck in. Again, this brother or sister capable of giving us this shortcut can only do so because they have already mastered that specific lesson or level. For them, it is almost like child's play to unlock it within us by pointing out what is evident to them. The easiest of analogies is that our souls are like tuning forks. When another similar one is close by, vibrating at a higher frequency, we start resonating ourselves with theirs. In what could almost be described as a magical fashion, we retune ourselves to overcome the lesson we are confronting. Every soul in our lives is there for an exchange of sorts. We are all students and masters of each other. We are all running a much bigger movie script dictated by the powers of being throughout eternity, and the casting call was at the beginning of time itself. So within these essential secrets lie the opportunity to truly live a fulfilling life, not from the achievements of the material, but the wins from within us. We all start at the same starting line at birth. Many solely get stuck on the material and physical aspects of their development, but only some answer the calls from within and rise to higher levels within the game of life. As with any video game, each level has its own hidden traps, difficulties, and most importantly, challenges, bringing invaluable lessons that most likely all will provide us with countless opportunities to not only pay any karmic debts from the past, but also develop ourselves into beings of light, which is our true essence at the deepest of our cores. Within these last levels, all there is to experience is the absolute stillness of total detachment from the ego, and within the surrender of the acceptance of what is and the letting go of what is not, the most powerful of forces ever created is unleashed, whose driving force is compassion, and whose name is unconditional love. Once one masters this level, we understand the authentic fabric of the universe itself. This reveals to us the sacred union of the Trinity, and that there is nothing outside our Heavenly Father, who dwells at the core of our being and is awaiting each of us to discover. Unfortunately, although all religions in the world are well-intended, they fall short of the mark simply because they go against the core nature of the divine, which is freedom of the spirit. All rites are, in a way, limiting the greatness of the divine. The more restrictive and circumscribed a belief is, the further away one is from understanding the truth. Suppose you want to fulfill your divine purpose and experience the powers within the core of human existence. In that case, you must do away from all doctrines and focus solely on achieving 3 levels of integrity. Integrity is the pillar of all virtues and the key to uncovering our light being. The first level is straightforward: keeping your word. Unsurprisingly, This first step eliminates a large segment of people before they start the journey. If you strive for progress on this path, there's no place for dishonesty. Honoring your commitments is the first step towards awakening your co-creative powers. The second level, closely related to the first, yet fundamentally different, involves honoring your feelings and emotions. Acting consistent with your feelings. This means aligning your actions with your emotions and allowing yourself to fully experience a spectrum of emotions that arise in your life until you reach a position of detached observation rather than being subsumed by the experience. Finally, when you have mastered these preliminary levels of integrity, you begin the most challenging level, behaving consistently with your true self. The best way to understand this is to recognize that as your awareness broadens, so does your understanding of your identity. Each new chapter in the narrative of your life offers lessons that reveal a fresh perspective, collectively forming the mosaic of your being. Every part of you, your pain, trauma, victories, losses, emotional growth, physiological and spiritual developments, and setbacks must be acknowledged. These are integrated into your newly formed behavioral framework and must be respected. Once you let go of the desire to label and categorize, you will start to navigate freely as you were divinely designed right from the beginning. However, it's not an easy path. Many succumb to the challenges, ignore their inner callings, or numb their pain with material distractions, from indulgence in vices to dependence on psychological barriers, psychoactive substances, or prescription medication. The list goes on. If we were all honest with each other and recognized that the material aspects of life are not the answers, we could strive to make the world a better place. Unfortunately, the socio-economic system is built upon numerous falsehoods, the most pervasive of which suggests that through excessive consumption of exogenous items, we will somehow experience lasting happiness. Regardless of who you are, this perceived state of joy is always temporary and tends to incite more of the same seeking. If we all understood that the true nature of reality is nothing more than a game of hide-and-seek within ourselves, we would continue to strive for more significant achievements. Indeed, we would inhabit a different paradigm that could mitigate unnecessary suffering. As I elaborated in a previous letter, while pain is inevitable, sustained suffering, a state of disassociation with our higher being, is avoidable. Back to where we started. The best things in life happen when we are not looking. I can't count all the instances when I asked the divine for a specific outcome in my life, only to encounter the opposite. I was always left with incomplete parts of a giant puzzle with pieces that didn't fit together, questioning whether anyone was even listening to my prayers. Little did I understand that they were being perfectly answered. The understanding of this entire video game simulation, 3D environment, matrix, or whatever you prefer is this: you don't always get what you want. Instead, you certainly always receive what you need to become what you desire. We are human beings, not human doings, right? Therefore, that which you seek is seeking embodiment within you. For example, you might wonder why no good people seem to remain in this world, or when you will meet the love of your life that is a perfect match, etc. Indeed, the universe might conspire for decades until one day you realize that you are the person you've been seeking. Until you genuinely embrace being the best human, you will face unpleasant experiences that teach you how not to act. In other words, you will encounter as many deceptive or hurtful people as necessary until you understand how not to present yourself to the world, enabling you to become the most loving person on earth. It's like magic when you consciously decide to embody a state of being that resonates with your desired fulfillment. Suddenly, you'll find yourself surrounded by the people you initially sought. The irony is that our Heavenly Father, in His sarcastic humor, presents us with what we desire only once we've stopped searching because we've become it. The material world reflects our inner state, so stop chasing others or the material aspects of your life and concentrate on your inner being. Evaluate yourself honestly, understanding who you are and how that reflects what you seek to attract. Then, release the wish, knowing wholeheartedly that if it is meant for you, it will find you once you evolve into the person who naturally aligns with the fulfillment of that wish. This is the missing key in the famous movie and book, The Secret. To conquer this game on all its levels, you don't need anything beyond what you were naturally equipped with at birth. Remember, base your entire existence on each level of integrity, surrender, accept, love unconditionally, and expect the magic to happen, because it will. Be blessed. SAVI.
If the content moves you, we invite you to embark on your journey by purchasing a copy of the book at Amazon, Kindle, or iBook today. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, keep exploring. The journey begins within. Click like and subscribe for additional details. See the video description.